Okay. Time to make Firepaws again. Natural stealthiness. Maybe instead of Firepaws, we make Whispering Whiskers. Eh? Anyway. Want Jacked Cat or Scrawny Cat? I feel like Scrawny Cat matches Firepaws. What color cat? Well, if he's a fire cat, he should be on fire or look like he's on fire. Complexion. Either light or dark for the cat. Not a chance. Scars. Firepaws has seen some stuff. I feel like he needs some nice scars. We got nose type here. Yeah, that looks like Firepaws. Bring it up. Sheesh. Here we go. Oh, crap. There. Oh. Okay. Let's do everything to the left. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is ideal. There we go. That is a cat. I'm trying to bring all of its facial features as close together as I can. Small face. Facial hair in a cat. There we go. Now just a couple more details. Interesting. I still think we got to go with the flamin'. There we go. Complexion. There, that's better. Well, obviously, we already know his name. Firepaws II. All right. All right. Let's go here. We got to choose how he starts. Let's think here. He is Firepaws. I think it makes the most sense. To have him start off as an addict in a skooma den, maybe. Shipwrecked off the coast. I think Firepaws is an outlaw in the wilds.
A life of crime is still a life. Be wary, thief.
Oh. Snow Point Beacon. Nope, no survival mode. Are these... Oh, they're supposed to be my friends. Begin my new life. What's on this? What's on the roof here? There's a bandit chief. A little fire there. Some iron arrows. I don't even know where I'm at in the map. Oh, wow. Okay. All the way up here. So, what kind of weapons do I start with? An axe, and that was it. Okay. Do I have any lockpicks? I do. I have 12. Interesting. What's down here? Scary bandit lady. See if I can... Oh. The orc with chaps. There we go. Didn't see me. I'm nice and hidden here. You can't see me. Now he can see me. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, the world is ours to explore now. So the question becomes, what sort of story will Firepaws tell this time? I think Firepaws is a rags to riches story. That's what I think. I think that when he was just a kitten, his mother and father disappeared, and he was taken in by these bandits. They weren't very good bandits, because every time they'd go to steal, murder, and destroy, they ended up just getting distracted. Usually it was by a bard in a tavern, but occasionally they would grow distracted by things as simple and as uninteresting as the wind. And so he was never very successful, nor was anyone else in his adopted clan. So one snowy day, Firepaws discovers that he does indeed have fire paws. And this causes him to think, say, If I strike out on my own, surely there's someone who will pay me to use my fiery paws. So now, Firepaw's goal is to become the most famous and wealthy, not necessarily powerful, but famous and wealthy man in Skyrim. I think that's what we're going with. Rags to riches story. So it feels right. So Firepaws needs to head to the nearest town so he can start taking... So kind of like me. Exactly. Exactly like me. I'm just waiting to wake up with flaming hands. Firepaws needs to head to the nearest town. And from here, it is Dunstad. So I'll put a marker there. And we'll head out. Hopefully there aren't high-level enemies. That wouldn't be great. I don't think I can take on anybody in this fort yet either. Assuming they're not my friends. I did start out as a bandit, after all. Oh, they're not my friends. They're definitely not my friends. Okay. Oh boy. There's too many there. Couldn't take them all on. Oh, they're coming. I don't know what March 14th is. So confused. People ask me questions and I don't understand them. People keep telling me to wear green, and I don't know why. And now I'm being asked what's my opinion on March 14th. It's a Monday? Okay. A Monday. March 14th. Seems like it's your standard Monday.
You speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Report with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
I'm just looking for work here. Doesn't look like they have any. Firepaws is looking for work or an opportunity to refine his sweet, sweet skills. It's a Monday. Anything else? Not that I know of. Some giants definitely can't survive that encounter. Oh, we can kill this fox. Come back here. Taste fire. That's right. Firepaws is back and ready to burn innocent animals. It's a burial mound. Anything good in here? Some rats. Did I increase in level yet? In destruction? Maybe 1 point? A little bit, maybe? Anything good in here? Activate the pedestal? What did that do? Absolutely nothing. Great. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything of importance in here. It's probably a quest location. There's a goat. Let's kill the goat. I don't even know who you are, YT Shadow. Hey, look, it's Santa Claus. We should be able to find some work here. Oh. Oh, okay. Birthday? Yeah.
Come to Dunstad at this
Where can I find some work? Let's go into the tavern. This kid's getting in my way.
Need something?
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself.
Need a room? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Fort Fellhammer, huh? Where's that? Oh. Do I have to read it first, maybe? It's in the Pale. No, I can remember it. I just didn't correlate who was talking to me. The enemies of Firepaws are mostly, like, innocent animals. So, is this it? No, that's a place from my dream. Where's Fort Fellhammer? I don't know where it is. Okay. Alright, I don't even know if we're going to be able to survive. Ah. Ah. There. Fort Fellhammer. I feel like this map is harder to... Oh. It's that place that I passed that I almost died in. Yeah. I think we're not quite ready for that. We don't have a lot of gold to buy weapons either. And our armor is just this basic fur stuff. Got a shield though. So maybe. Just maybe. Now, a bow would be really helpful. This is a general store. This is the Thane's house. I'll take that pickaxe. So we need to find either a Fletcher or a blacksmith.
Yes?
Here's a mining guy. Here's the blacksmith. Let's see if I can find... Oh, there we go. Hunting bow, 155. That's the only thing he's got. Okay, well, I'll take one. Let's see if I can sell anything. I can sell the pelts and these ingots. Okay. So now that we have a bow, should make things a little bit more possible for us. I always have to come over here to make sure that they did get rid of the chest when they redesigned this. There. Yep. The invisible chest behind the tree. So nobody around here can sleep. And I know why. Alright. Should I go to Fort Fellhammer? Yeah, let's try it. Let's just try it. Let's see how that goes. Thank you. YT Shadow. Probably stands for YouTube Shadow. That's my guess. Pretty smart guy. Hate to brag. Who are those? Are those bandits? You toot shadow, yeah. Oh, this is a new mod I downloaded. Some of the people wandering around have changed up. And that looks like a shrine. It's on the way. Might as well stop. Oh, it's a shrine to Debella. Incident at Necrom. Ooh, illusion magic. Now, what does that shrine do? Fortify persuasion. Interesting. Firepaws doesn't really have a need for that. He's not interested in persuading his foes or persuading others to love him. He's more interested in letting his wealth and popularity and fame do the talking. But if he has to talk down somebody, he will. Oh, who's this? Other hunters. I thought they were gonna roll up on me and start fronting. There's some wolves. Firepaws' next prey. Where is it? Okay. I think it's time for the flames. Gotta work up our destruction skill here. Got it. I don't think I have a famous green shirt, but everybody keeps telling me to wear a green shirt. And I obviously refuse, because whenever anyone tells me to do anything, I'm immediately suspicious. Like, I mean, I'll wear a green shirt because I own one. But, like, it just kind of would have come up in the normal course of things. So I don't know why people want me to wear a green shirt at this specific time. That must be it. They must know that if I'm told to wear my green shirt, I'll refuse, and instead I'll put on my blue shirt. And that works in their favor because they actually want me to wear my blue shirt. Another laser. Here we go. Gotta wait till somebody pops up. There he is. Look at that. Look at those squirts running around there. Firepaws might need to make a quick getaway. My sneak is increasing really fast. Got one. That's a kill. That's good. Now, they might know where I am, and if that's the case, I probably just... Yeah, I just need to straight up run, I think. Or maybe I could take them on with my flaming hands. Maybe. Oh, look at that. Level up. Need more magicka. Destruction. There we go. Here we go. You're doing it, Firepaws. Gotta get these guys with the swords. Alright, gotta let my magicka replenish. Do I have any... I don't have any potions for this. So far, so good. Let's take the arrows. I need some of those. Anything else? Lockpick. More arrows. Alright, let's go back in. Oh. Just a little touch of fire. Just a little flame to sear them. I'm trying. There. Success. We cleared the outside. She's got arrows. Okay. Now we've got to go inside. Kill the bandit leader. If I do, I'm going to be more famous in these parts. They're going to appreciate me more. Firepaws. Oh. Expert Fort Fellhammer? Fort Fellhammer sounds like a quest location. Makes me wonder. So to get up there... Maybe this door is unlocked. It is. Oh, well, the garrison is. I bet there's cool stuff on top. Nope, nothing cool. Let's check out the garrison. Ooh, an iron mace. Bowls. Some potions. Any good books? Nope. Leather strips, don't really need those. Oh boy. Skip. That was close. Imagine being that guy just standing there and taking it. Orcish dagger. Big treasure chest. Amber. Gold. Staff of the Familiar. Interesting. Fire arrows. Very nice. The Black Arrow, Volume 1. Version. I almost said version. Is this all there is in the garrison? It did give me the key to go downstairs. Which, of course, I'll do. There we go. There's going to be some bandits in here. Going to get toasty. Fort Fellhammer. It's a mine. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, it's probably a trap. They probably triggered one of their own traps. What's this? Oh, I walked right into it. Man, Firepaws is OP. Makes me wonder where the difficulty's at. I guess I'm going to keep it here for now, because I'm having fun. But if at some point I'm no longer having fun, I'm definitely going to take a look and see. what the deal is there. Okay, heavy armor. I'm not doing a heavy armor build. Yeah, I'm not going to do a heavy armor build. Bunch of rocks. Is this all there is down here? Huh. This is pretty anticlimactic. There's no like treasure chests or anything? Just a bunch of iron ore? Alright. I guess that's all there was down here. All that just for this. I mean, the door was locked with a key. Feels like a missed opportunity. Oh well, time to collect our reward. Rabbit's probably fresh. It's just fast travel back. No sense running. I think now I want to go to Whiterun so that I can go to Riverwood so I can activate those. They're not seeing stones. That's Lord of the Rings. What are those called again? Not waystones. That's Warhammer. Oh, I don't have to go here for the job. I gotta go to the Jarl. Standing stones. That's what they're called. I've installed a bunch of new mods. I don't even know which ones I have at this point.
I'm here to lend my magic to the people of Dunstad.
Oh, I have a perk point. Destruction dual casting, obviously. Oh, that's one of my one of the mods I installed. Okay, so if I am going to Whiterun, the wagon doesn't show up to Dunstad. The wagon will show up at Solitude, but not at Morthal. Might just be faster to run all the way down to Whiterun. It's about equidistant. I'll just do that. So we'll just run south, as the crow flies. Suppose there is a road I could follow. But that doesn't sound as fun.
By the nine, I hate the wind. Goddamn wind.
Who's this random guy running?
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. No time to talk. Snitch or double cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Okay.
No time to talk. Snitch or double cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Should I preemptively murder you? I mean, it's going to come to that. Oh, there's the guy.
Did you see someone run past us now? Yes. How did you get this? I'm going to track down that thief. Murder him.
Got him. It's getting toasty. I keep accidentally picking up a pickaxe, thinking it's a lockpick. So I think I probably have like 3 by now. So south. We're just going to go south. South until we hit Whiterun. This is honestly one of my favorite things to do in Skyrim. Is to just sort of head out in a direction and just keep going. Doesn't happen as much anymore, but when this game was still newer than it is, this was a great way to just find stuff. Not in my house, wolf. Got him. Wonder how close you... Whoa! Okay, that scared me. Wonder how close you can get to the dragons before... Or the giants before they get irritated. Yeah, I can just follow this road, and then at this crossroad, I'll have to turn right to stay on it. Man, you install a few mods, this game still is real nice. I mean, obviously, some people who have really beastly rigs will install a lot of mods to make this look insane. I don't have a computer like that, though. So I settled for surprisingly decent. Wow. That was easy. One thing I know I downloaded is a bunch of house mods. Player home mods. Imagine being hungry and the only weapon you had at your disposal were flames that came out of your hands. Is this another fort that I have to clear? I guess so. Fort Dunstad. Sounds familiar. Oh. Oh, that bandit. They think they good. Need more magicka. Can I upgrade this at all? Don't have anything there. Don't have anything there. Yep, nothing else here yet. So then, feel like sneak would be really valuable. Light armor, that would have been a good skill too. Get out of here. Oh! Get out of here. Okay, it's time to actually use our melee weapon. Who said that? Oh, that's Cat. We're supposed to be friends. We're supposed to be cat brothers. Whoa! Is there a guy? Yep, there's somebody over here. I'm not going to clear the whole fort. I'm just going to clear the outside of it and move on. I think the road goes through it. I think it's time to bring back the paws of fire. Anybody? Oh, they're all the way over there. Is there anything up here before I jump down? Amethyst. A nice little cloak. We can sell all that stuff. Let's put the cloak on. Let's wear that helmet because it's better. Yeah, there's nothing up here of interest. Oh, wait. Arrows? Just iron arrows. So here is a trapdoor into the fort. As tempting as that is, whoa. Nice. What's in here? The stumbling saber cat. Uh-oh. 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 Oh! That's brutal. Back to the flames. Got some grapes. An amethyst. Okay. Boots. That's a nice touch. He's got an amulet of Kinnereth. Gold. Some more arrows. What's down yonder? Salt. It's good for cooking. Oh, those are forks. I thought they were lockpicks. Got really excited. Got some skooma. Oh, they murdered this nice old man. Beryl Sendu. His face. It's like making a kissing face. Really nothing good down here. Okay, well, I guess we continue on our merry old way. Next stop, Whiterun. So that's west, here's south. Imagine you're one of those bandits, and you're feeling really confident because it's like you and like 50 of your best homies, and you took over this Imperial fort. Everything's going great. And out of nowhere comes this cat with flaming hands. And there's like nothing you can do to stop him. He just keeps shooting fire out of his hands. That would be the silliest thing. This is something. This reminds me of the horse system in this game. It's absolutely horrible. If you ride a horse, you can technically do things like shoot a bow or wield like a one-handed weapon. But it's really unwieldy. Really needs some work for when they come out with Elder Scrolls 6. Because you could travel long distances on a horse, and it'd be a good way for the game developers to get the players to really explore the world that they created, but without it taking so long on foot. Also gives them the opportunity to escape from threat. So it makes wandering the world, it incentivizes it a little bit more. Who's this rando? Is this my crossroads? It is. Alright, we're getting closer. See a spider up here and another giant camp. Got him. Put those firepaws away. This is where that Dark Brotherhood jester guy shows up. Yeah, he's right up here. Guy creeps me out. It's like a really creepy questline. Oh boy. Yep. We're gonna keep going here. I gotta talk to that guy. He's scary, man. So this is interesting. Is this like a... might just be a watchtower. I think they have the eastern and the western watchtower. I think this is the eastern one. But from the distance, it kind of looked like it was fleshed out a little bit more. No, it's just the watchtower. Oh, but there are banditos. Get back, rapscallion. Sheesh. That's pretty bold. Alright, anything good happening? No. Who's that guy? Another random guy with a cape. Is he also headed to the Shrine of Azura? He's a banned fire wizard? Oh, I'm taking him on. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, boy. Anything I can do to stop him? Maybe this. Conjure a familiar and then get out of dodge. Oh! Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. I know what that means. All the way back here. Dang it. See, that's also a pain in the butt. Firepaws, firepaws, oh fire, 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 firepaws. So, note to self, do not attack the banned fire mage. He's strong. He's very strong. Well, I mean, I was also attacking him with fire, so if it says he's a fire mage, he probably possesses some inherent resistances to fire. So that could have been just a mistake of my weapon of choice. But then, beyond that, I mean, his fireball spell was super powerful. So I don't know. I don't know if my theory really holds water. I think he's just way stronger than me. Who's this guy? Is he going to talk? No. Who's this person? Oh, she's part of that party. Here's the crossroads. I guess I wasn't as far back as I was afraid I was. Help, help, I'm being... What is that? Up, up, I'm being oppressed. Opinions on seat warmers? I don't... I mean, they're nice. I like seat warmers when I have them. I don't own any seat warmers, though. Almost to Whiterun. If you're just joining me, this is Firepaws II. Firepaws II. And he used to be a bandit, but he was a bad bandit because he'd get too easily distracted. So he never made any money. But recently, Firepaws II has decided that he's going to become rich and famous. And he's going to use his fiery paws to gain influence. Yeah. Now, where we're at now, because we started in the middle of nowhere, I want to go to Whiterun, because that's sort of a nice central location. There's lots of things to do there, lots of quests. And on top of that, you get access to the wagon that you can use to take to any other city in Skyrim. And then on top of that, we can go to Riverwood. And in Riverwood, there's a couple really important things whenever you start a new character. There's those standing stones that are really big-time XP boosts. My favorite time period in history, well, my favorite time period in history to study is definitely World War II. Really like World War II. Wait, why is this guy attacking me? I didn't do anything. Why is he... Ah! I don't know why he's attacking me. No, yeah, my favorite time period to study is World War II. I like stuff in the modern day, kinda. Cold War is fun. Anything in the 20th century. Like Roman history. That's a good deal of fun. More bandits. Okay, level up. Magicka again. Let's do archery. That's going to be my backup. My backup skill set. There's that darned fire mage again. If you ever run into one of them, don't shoot. Oh no, that's not a fire mage, is it? It is. Yeah, just leave him alone. He's really strong. What are these guys? They're derping out over here. Just random nobles. The Ottoman Empire is pretty cool, though. I don't know. Not a big fan of the Ottomans. They feel very transitional as a group of people. Out of the frying pan into the fire, literally. Got him. But to each his own. People find different parts of history for different reasons, or they find them interesting for different reasons. That's one of the houses I can buy. Is this new? No, this isn't new. This is the Battleborn Farm. I don't know what that sound is supposed to mean. I think that's a delayed sound. I think the sound was supposed to be... Yeah, Roman Empire there's a lot there. I mean, the early days of the Republic, like the earliest days, I think, are the 5th, 6th century BC. And then you can go all the way up until the fall of the Byzantine Empire and still be talking about Roman history. So much of what we have today is because of the Roman Empire, too. Even, well, obviously languages, but then architecture, science, philosophy, poetry. There's a lot of different things that they contributed to. Plus, they have a really fun way of talking about their own history, instead of viewing it as like this is exactly what happened. Or at least, especially we're looking at ancient Greece, but they kind of turned it into a fun story. Why so many empires? Well, because people like power and they like control and they like prosperity. And the empire is how you attain those things. There was a time when that power, prosperity, control, the safety, all that stuff, that came for individuals. But in the age of the American Empire, it is spread around a little bit more evenly. Not totally evenly, obviously, but there's still a lot more prosperity for the common man in the United States and our empire today than there was in, say, the Roman Empire. Although, but to be fair, for the time period, it was still a pretty good deal. You had to swear loyalty to Caesar, and oftentimes you had to adopt aspects of the Roman pantheon. And if you were a conquered person, typically you were offered citizenship, as long as you could do those things. Which is pretty progressive. I mean, citizenship entailed you do quite a bit. So, I suppose everything is best understood within the context that it originates in. Yeah, mostly. Yep. That's mostly accurate. Oh, this is another player home that I downloaded. And I don't know if I ever figured out how to get access to it. Because it's an expert log. I'd have to pick it. Should be able to purchase. The home is my guess. I don't know how. Julius Caesar is definitely one of the most famous names in history. Yep, that's true. Probably one of the only people more famous, one of the only names more famous is Jesus. Michael Jackson's also a very famous name. Michael Jordan. But I think people knew who Julius Caesar was ever since he existed until now. That's a pretty impressive feat. And he predates Christ, so there's that. Take some pelts. Yeah, Michael Jackson. People listen to his music all over the world. And they have for some time. So in terms of the modern day, he's arguably one of the, if not the most famous person in the world. Just in terms of sheer name recognition. But like I said, Michael Jackson, he has a start point that's much later than Julius Caesar. As popular? Well, that's a very difficult thing to gotta define your terms here. What I mean is, if you were to go to the Philippines and you were to say, who's Julius Caesar? You might get some people who know, right? But if you were to go to the Philippines and say, do you know who Michael Jackson is? You're going to get a lot of people saying yes. If you walked into a room and you started singing Thriller, the majority of people would be able to sing that song, regardless of what country they're living in. He's very famous. His music is pretty close to a universal thing in this world today. So, like I said, I wouldn't say he's the most famous person to ever live, or most well liked, or even any of that. But I would say that in the modern day, you'd be hard pressed to find a guy whose work and name is more easily recognized. No, even if you don't speak English. Seriously, Michael Jackson is really that popular. There's people who can't speak English but who can sing Thriller. Oh, well, he's definitely one of the most famous singers in history. He's one of the most famous figures of history. Like, full stop. Will his name be remembered in 20, 30, 40, 50 years? To an extent, right? I don't think he has the shelf life that a Julius Caesar has. Clearly not the shelf life of someone like Jesus. But he is one of the most famous people in our day. Whoa, what's going on there? Fire on the water. Free stuff. So you gotta be starting something. I got to be starting something. Too high to get over. Too low to get out now. I'm stuck in the middle. Mama say, mama sa, mama musa. Oh, I think you'd be wrong about that. Elvis doesn't have the fame outside of this country. Is Elvis famous? Oh, yeah. Is he influential and important? Certainly. But Elvis was famous before American media spread global in the mid-century. Right? So, like, when he was famous, he was extremely famous in this country, and that's about it. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But then people realized you could export culture and make serious bank off of it. I think probably the first time there was a real realization of that was with the Beatles. Beatles sort of opened a Pandora's box, like, oh, people want to listen to music, even if it's not from their country. And so with the Beatles becoming a thing, people realizing they can make money, you're starting to see the American version of music spread pretty quickly. So Elvis never really spread in the same way that Michael Jackson has. And again, this isn't to say that Michael Jackson is even the greatest artist of all time. I mean, he's the king of pop, right? So within a specific genre, he is perhaps the best, okay? But there's something about his music that was appealing to people across cultural lines. And it remains that way as well. It's not so much a matter of was, it still is. But our culture tends to cease paying attention to things very quickly after they've happened. And so Michael Jackson has definitely, since his death, not been talked about very much in our culture. What about Little Nas X? Oh my gosh. No, Little Nas X is not even going to come anywhere close to a Michael Jackson. People forget about that guy in 2 or 3 years. Well, he's broken country records in this country, but Eminem doesn't have the same sort of reach that Michael Jackson did. I mean, you're talking like back in the day, some of these pictures and videos you'd see from National Geographic, they go into these places where people, like culture, European culture, American culture, hadn't even really fully reached in yet, and they knew Michael Jackson and Coca-Cola, right? Those two things, Levi's jeans, right? You get a few of these things that have come from this country that become ubiquitous. Both of them combined, Michael Jackson's and Little Nas X's powers combined to make Little Michael Jackson. You see, then you're really just referencing the Jackson 5. Would it be Little Michael Jackson or Michael Nas X? Or Michael Naxon? It was another successful dungeon raid. Yeah, you combine both of their powers, and America conquers the universe. Our culture makes it all the way to the edge of the universe. But the world can't handle that, so thankfully Little Nas X has not decided to join himself to Michael Jackson. I mean, there is always the problem that Michael Jackson is long gone. Yeah, I feel like that's a collaboration the world missed, though. Can you imagine a musical collaboration between Little Nas X and Michael Jackson? That feels like that was supposed to happen. Well, because like Little Nas X and Elton John, they did something right. I think they did. No, they were in those commercials together. I don't think if there's a musical thing that they did. But it just, I don't know, it just feels like that's the kind of thing that I would expect them to both be in on. Some sort of a collaboration. But this is better. Oh, having them not collaborate, having Michael Jackson be dead is better. I don't know if I agree with that. I think MJ only had 5 songs, or at least... You think he only has 5? Okay. Oh, man. You brought this on yourself. Let's do this. Alright, let's take a look at this. I mean, do I really need to read through all of these? But look at this. You've got Beat It, Billie Jean, Rock With You, Man in the Mirror, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Thriller, Wanna Be Starting Something, Smooth Criminal, The Girl Is Mine, The Way You Make Me Feel, Heal the World, They Don't Care About Us. I don't know that one. Let's do this one. Yes, I just searched this. Why is it giving me this? Let's find a better list here. Here we go, Rolling Stone. Look at all these. I'm going to start where I recognize them. These are all songs that I, towards the end of his career where he wasn't as popular. Okay, We Are the World. This isn't what I'm looking for either. Come on, they're too busy trying to be hipster. Here we go. Top 20 Billboard hits. Here's 20 songs that are huge. Okay. Man in the Mirror. Scream, Childhood. The Girl Is Mine. Who Is It? The Way You Make Me Feel. Thriller. Love Never Felt So Good. Butterflies. You Rock My World. You Are Not Alone. Heal the World. Remember the Time. Black or White. Will You Be There? In the Closet. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Say, Say, Say. Rock With You. Beat It. Billie Jean. And that's not even all of them. Okay. This guy produced hits constantly in his life. Okay, now this is the stuff he did on his own. What about the stuff he did with the Jackson 5? Like, this guy's been making music like crazy. The Thriller album is an insane album. There's 5 #1 hits on that album alone. Let's take a look. There's 7 singles. The Girl Is Mine, Billie Jean, Beat It, When We Started, Some Human Nature, PYT, Thriller. They all reached the top 10 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart. Okay? That's one album. One of his albums did that. Okay? So, 5 good songs? I don't think so. I just don't see it. You can argue that he's not your favorite artist of all time. He's not mine. You can argue that he's not the most popular in terms of his staying power on the radio. You can argue that. But you can't argue that he has only 5 good songs. This is the greatest album ever made. Most people agree. Not all people. Especially with music. The problem with music is it's such a subjective art form, right? Like, something that sounds great to me might sound like total booty to you. But most people agree Thriller is one of the greatest albums ever made. And so you've got that album in the context of the rest of his career, how long it was, how many different facets he had. Everybody loved this stuff, man. Everybody loved this guy. It was like one of the first music videos, right? Like, I don't know, man. That's a hard disagree for me. I don't think we can say. I don't think we can say that about Michael. The 5 #1 hits. Wait, links? What are you talking about? Ad blocker? I know. MJ's dead. What song? I don't see any links. Yeah, if anyone, like, not a huge Michael fan, but people gotta remember who he is, right? Yeah, but most of everybody's songs are going to get forgotten. Like, that's not, like Elvis. Like, Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. That's basically all I remember of Elvis's discography. But there's a ton there. That's great. I know there is. I just have to go in and take a peek, right? But same thing with Michael Jackson. He's got an insane discography. He's got an insane amount of hits. Like, just like Queen, out of all the songs that... Oh, Q-tips. Oh... Okay, back to the teacher mode here. We're gonna talk about Queen now. All right, let's look at Queen #1 hits. 16 more rows. See, this is the problem. People interpret history through the lens of today. And you can't do that. You really can't do that. You have to take it in the context that it existed in, right? So, like, Little Nas X might be able to get 1 billion streams on SoundCloud for his song Derp Derp Twerk It or something. I don't know what what his latest song is, right? But, like, you get some of these mumble rappers that go on SoundCloud, they make it big with a stupid song, right? And they get like 1 billion streams. Okay, that's nuts, right? They didn't have the ability to stream back then. So you sell 1 million records in 1976. That means something pretty crazy, okay? We're used to music videos. We're used to the music that we consume coming out like this, right? You had serious time in between releases. I mean, to be as dominant as Queen was, just like Michael Jackson, for the time period that they were dominant in. You know, like, oh man. Okay, so let's take a look here. You're my best friend. We will rock you under pressure. Bohemian Rhapsody. We are the champions. Don't stop me now. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Radio Gaga. I want to break free. Killer Queen. Look at all of these songs. Look at all of these songs. Look at them. Look at these songs. And you're telling me that no one's going to remember them for anything but 3 of them. Maybe you won't. There's a lot more here than that, though. Same thing with Michael Jackson. Maybe you don't care for Michael. That's fine. I don't love Michael. But you know what? You know who I do love? This little thing called Truth. Yeah, we got to learn you some music. I don't see the link. Derp Derp Twerk It. Yeah, write that song. Derp Derp Twerk It, Lil Nas X featuring Charlie XCX. Oh, man. Yeah, nothing but cap. Exactly, YT. Exactly. Queen, MJ, big time stuff. But Queen, still not as famous as Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, yikes, man. That guy, he's everywhere. He is everywhere. Still is. Just depends on when you're born. 60 years and they'll not be as famous as they are now. I mean, maybe. But, like, is anything as famous as it is when it comes out? You know what I mean? Like, you think Old Town Road is going to be famous in 5 years? Like, the songs that I remember growing up, like, everybody thinks are cringe now. But when they came on the radio, people were like, yeah, this is my jam, right? That's how it always is. The time that you live in, the time that you're doing whatever it is you're doing, that's the time that things are going to be the most popular. So, like, here's another example. No one's going to listen to Beat It 2085? Yeah, I don't know about that, my guy. That's a darn good song. But I will say this. You're right. Things tend to get less popular the longer they go on, which is why when I was a kid in the early 2000s, when I was in middle school, high school, watching the Super Bowl, and I saw Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers at the halftime show, I couldn't have been more bored. But, like, my parents would sit there and they'd be like, oh, yeah, I love Tom Petty, right? Obviously, when something is contemporary, you're going to have more fans, right? But there's a certain objectivity about reach. And when you look at Michael Jackson, he attained something in his lifetime that is not something that will be easily repeated. Will it be beat someday? Probably, right? But it's not going to be easy. Like, you got to remember, there's people from National Geographic, Smithsonian, from wherever it is. They're just showing up in Africa, somewhere in Asia. And these people can't speak English. These people know very little about the United States, but they could sing Thriller. that's kind of weird. That's not very common, right? And music has a way of doing that, but Michael Jackson had a way of doing that, and it had a unique character to it. So I don't really see anybody around today that has that kind of power. Maybe Taylor Swift, maybe Justin Timberlake. You only knew 2 people from that, exactly. And when I watched the latest Super Bowl halftime show, I was very chuggy because I was all into it. Those were all the guys who were on the radio where I grew up, when I grew up. Those were the guys that were at the school dances. The guys I had listened to on my iPod Mini, right? Like, that was the stuff that I grew up with. So it was pretty dope when I was listening to it. No one cares now. And it's the same thing and all the music today that's coming out, 10 years from now, no one's going to give a poop who the Kid Leroy was and what bad songs he wrote and sang. They're just going to like what's out today. So it takes a certain level of appreciation and historical context to understand the significance of people who've come before you, right? And also for the old farts, it takes a certain level of humility to be able to say, I don't like this new stuff, but I'm sure there's somebody who does. When people looked at Elvis, they thought he was sending kids to hell because he was swinging his hips, right? Then you look at that and you compare that to Lil Nas X. I use him as an example because I don't like him, but his album is like him naked floating in the air, right? Like, and then you have people saying, that's disgusting, that's weird. It's because everything that you're not used to, when you see it come up, you're just not comfortable with it. The names don't always, though, either. And a legacy is complicated. A legacy is always attached to a name. Right? Like, can you separate a band from their discography? You can't. It'd be like, oh, I hear the song, Mr. Brightside. It's a great song. It's like, right, but you know that's by the Killers. The Killers are another great example. Killers were huge, like larger than life for their first album, Hot Fuss. One of those albums that's just a great album. Bunch of hits on that album. Next album, bunch of hits. Then they kind of fell out of popularity, but they're one of those bands that was a huge deal for me that no one's going to care about. But Jackson, he's been dead a while. He hasn't had a good song in decades, and people are really into his stuff. So, I don't know. I think it'll be some time, but I'm going to get off now. So, thanks for joining me. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notifications so you can know when I'm streaming or uploading a video, which I haven't done in a while. But anyway, leave comments if you got stuff to say, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.